In the wake of the National Guard shooting, the Trump administration now says that they have paused immigration applications for people from 19 countries. That includes requests for green cards and U.S. citizenship. The policy applies to the nations listed in the president's travel ban that was issued back in June. On that list are Haiti and Somalia, frequent targets of Trump's anti-immigration rhetoric. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez joins us now live on set to talk about this. Okay, so the president is now talking about expanding this list from 19 to 30 countries.
Correct.
Break that down.
Well, the Trump administration, in light of that shooting last week, allegedly committed by a man who was resettled under the Biden administration but granted asylum under the second Trump administration, earlier this year, the administration has been mounting this aggressive crackdown on legal immigration. It has suspended asylum cases across the country, indefinitely across all nationalities. It has also paused all immigration processing for Afghans. And importantly, it is also considering expanding that list of countries currently limited to 19 countries, mostly in Africa and Asia, that are subject to that travel ban, that face immigration and travel restrictions. That list also includes countries in this hemisphere like Haiti, Venezuela, and Cuba, and they are expecting to expand that list to about 30 countries, as you mentioned. However, they are also now instructing U.S. citizenship and immigration services to stop any adjudication and processing of any legal immigration application filed by people already here who were born in those countries. That means that somebody from Iran who is a green card holder, has been living here for 10 years and was about to become a U.S. citizen, now has that citizenship ceremony canceled, Vlad, because of this halt in applications.
Wow. And the other big sort of headline this morning is the federal authorities that are preparing to launch this immigration enforcement in the city of, well, in the state of Minnesota, and specifically looking at Minneapolis, and it focuses on immigrants from Somalia. And I want to play for our viewers. They've probably already seen this, but let me just play again what the president had to say about people from Somalia. Listen.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country.
Words coming there from the president of the United States. And he's not just talking about people that are in Somalia. He's talking about some cases, people that are here in the United States
correct.
legally, and some who are now American citizens or who are first-generation Americans who have family Somali ancestry. What are you hearing from the folks that you speak to about what this rhetoric is potentially doing? And I understand that there are some people who will say that there's a big story that was reported in the New York Times that some Somali immigrants took advantage of COVID legislation to embezzle funds, almost $1 billion, and perhaps there's some anger over that. But that kind of rhetoric coming from a United States president is, I don't think I've ever heard it before in my life.
Well, the Trump administration, specifically the president, often cites immigrants from Somalia and countries like Haiti when he is defending that crackdown on immigration. And we are told by U.S. officials, Vlad, that ICE is indeed preparing to launch an immigration crackdown in the Twin Cities area in Minnesota, targeting primarily immigrants from Somalia who have final deportation orders, meaning people who went through the process and were ordered deported by an immigration judge. We believe that is a relatively small population because, as you underscored, the vast majority of Somali immigrants here are here legally.
All right. Camilo Montoya-Galvez, always great to have you, my friend. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
nice
Vlad.
to see you.